Hey, Josie, how are you? I don't know why the picture is so blurry. Let's see. It's not blurry in this view. Let's see. It could just be YouTube. Could be my computer. So is it blurry to you guys? It could be my computer. My computer is doing a lot of stuff right now. So let me know if the picture is blurry for you. It's blurry for me, but it could, like I said, it could be my desktop. I didn't think I was going to quite make it for 2 o'clock. Let's see. But I'm here. I made it. Okay, let's see. I've got like a million little pieces of fine here. Okay, good. I've got a million little pieces of paper on my desk. Stacks and stacks. All right, let's see. Stuff to do, millions of things to do, not enough time to do them all. Starting my life. All right. So I just thought I'd come on live for a few different reasons. Would do a little bit of vlog, maybe do a Q&A. And I also wanted to announce the new design team members for my stamp line. I did ask a few friends if they would be interested in being part of the design team, and they all graciously said yes. So they will be shortly coming out with, hey Anne, coming out with their videos and blog posts and this and that with their uses of my stamps. And sorry, tea. So we have that to announce today, which we'll get to in a little bit. And what else? I don't know where to start. My brain is like going a million miles an hour. Let's do some just chit chat first, and I want to share. So I got these in the mail. These have been in and out of my Amazon shopping cart a lot. And I finally decided I was just going to buy them for myself. They are 3 different little sketching handbooks, and all by the same author, Gabriel Campanario. I should probably be able to say that better since I am of Italian heritage, but yeah, no, not so much. This first one is called Architecture and Cityscapes. And there's his name down there at the bottom. Let's try not to hit the keyboard and do something funky. And then we have People and Motion. I know, right? So, yeah. I screw up English. Let's just not try to get into Italian. And then Reportage and Documentary Drawing. And I'm not exactly sure what they mean by that, but I thought it sounded interesting. You know what? Foreign languages as a whole are not my strong suit. I got barely passable at saying Sprechen Sie English, but that was just because I had to, because I was over there. And probably if you did that to me in Italy, I'd probably get good at saying a few things, but get good, like that's even good English. See, that's what I'm talking about. All right, and I did go today to 2 different places. So those books were from Amazon, and if you just type in the Urban Sketching Handbook, these 3 different issues will come up. I know you're teasing. I make fun of myself, so it's all right if you do it. Anyway, they are pretty, I think they're pretty interesting. They're full of how-tos and whys and lots of different examples. I know a few. And I actually understand a little bit of Italian unconsciously, probably because my great-grandparents were all alive when I was a kid, and they were very long-lived, and they didn't speak any English, so Okay, let's see. I also went to Tuesday morning and to Hancock Fabrics today. See, so then I don't feel so bad, Josie. So I have a Hancock Fabrics in town, and as you all probably know, if you don't, Hancock Fabrics, the company, is going out of business, and all of the stores have everything on clearance. And so I went there today, and I got a bag, just kind of for posterity to put in my journal. I did when I was still sewing, I did a lot of fabric shopping at Hancock Fabrics, so I think that's going to have to go into my journal for April. And then I looked around, and I don't really need anything. I don't, I don't sew anymore. So, and things are pretty picked over, but they did have this 12 by 12 cutting mat. It's an Olfa cutting mat, and this is a real heavy duty one. The Olfas are much more heavy duty than the Fisker, and they're also much more expensive. So I would not ever buy these if they weren't on sale, and this one was 50% off, and at the 50% off price it was still $27, if that gives you any kind of an idea. But this mat is going to last a long time, and I have a kind of a little bit smaller one that I usually use. It's actually a little bit small, and it's also very well loved. It must be 20 years old, and so I needed a new one, so this was great. And I'll take you wherever you want to go, and I don't know by the time you get here how much they're going to have left, but we can go there. All right, Tuesday morning. I didn't need these. We all are paper crafters and mixed media artists, and I used to be in the greeting card business, so I have lots of greeting cards around my office, but these were just too cute. These are from Tuesday morning. I couldn't help it. So I will be taking one of these little birds and putting it in my journal, and then the rest of them are going to go out in Happy Mail to friends, and maybe as some thank you notes and some Etsy purchases. So that's going to be great. Didn't need those at all. I know, right? But the birds were too cute. I couldn't help myself. All right, and then again, this is something else. Didn't need. You all will understand that. Saw them and had to have them. Who doesn't need paper clips that are this big? There's just, I couldn't help it. Have you ever seen a paper clip this big? And this was, I don't remember which part of Tuesday morning I picked this up from. It might have been in the clearance bin. But I couldn't help it. They're huge. They're 6 inches. I had to have them. It might as well have been a giant sticky note because I had to have it. Yeah. And then I'm going on some more trips this year. This is, my husband and I are really starting to make time and go on vacation and do what we've always wanted to do. So I'm going to Alaska in May. Woohoo, can't wait. And I found this tab kit from Tim Holtz. It just says file tabs, and it has like metal tabs in it, and then it's got some of these little stickers, and they say journey, tickets, notes, wishes, elements, friends, all kinds of like travel themed and journaling themed things. So, and this was in the regular like paper crafting aisle at Tuesday morning. Now this, so here's something about Tuesday morning I learned from watching Beth's Scrapbook Room, I think. And shout out to Beth over at Beth's Scrapbook Room, because I do like watching her channel a lot. And I'm going to give you the item number for this. Glasses. We need glasses. Okay. And you can go to the Tuesday morning website and you can get their number and call them, and you can see if your local store has this item. So for the Tim Holtz file tabs, the item number is 1622664. You got that? The giant paper clips, 1552814. They were these were each $2.99. And the birdie note cards were $1.99. And they are 1602033. See, I forgot something before we went live. I need my iPad. Hang on one second. Okay, and I'm just now seeing your question over on Facebook, and you can, that's fine. Do what you want with those two images. All right. I was unrelated to the broadcast, FYI. All right. So before we do anything else now, I want to do some shout outs. I haven't done any YouTube shout outs in, it seems like a million years. I know it hasn't really been that long because I'm, you know, but it seems like it. All right. For those that don't know, I have a couple of different YouTube channels. One is just for broadcasting, and one is just for watching. So if you see a comment on one of your videos by G B Ahrens or G Ahrens, that's actually me. You know, I mean, I'm not hard to find. All right, so one of the channels that I like watching right now is let's see, Tony. Oh, I know, I can go over here. History. I'm learning. All right. One I found this morning that's kind of funny, and they're just two funny guys. Right? They would be. Two funny guys is Double Chen. They're hilarious. Double D-O-U-B-L-E, and then the other word is Chen is their last name, C-H-E-N. They're kind of funny. They have a video on the 19 things you should never do with chopsticks, which, you know, I like that video. It was funny this morning. I also like Cool Irpa. If I was still sewing, I would probably be doing some altered things like she does. I think they're fabulous. She doesn't need my help with her channel. She's got a huge channel, but I like watching her channel. Let's see. There's one, I think it's called Gizmo Slip. Those guys are crazy. They drop iPads and everything off of like 100-foot drops after they've wrapped them in like peeps and duct tape. They're nuts, but they're, you can't help but watch in fascination. You just can't help it. Hey, Gitana, how are you? I'm pretty sure it's Gizmo Slip. Temple Boy Turnings. I like watching him too. The guys that do some of the wood turnings and that epoxy CDs together and then put them on their, what do they call it, lathe. I think I would never do that because I'm afraid of sharp things like that, but I like watching their videos. Okay, so one of the mixed media artists I found recently, she doesn't have a lot of subscribers yet, but she has a lot for how many she doesn't have very many videos but she has a lot of views. Let's see, let's stop that. So she only has 1,900 and change subscribers, but her videos get a lot of views because they're very well done, and she's super talented. Her name is Tony Burt Artist, T-O-N-I-B-U-R-T Artist. Go show her some love. Her channel is fabulous. All of you out there that love to do mixed media, you love to do faces, you are gonna love her channel. I'm just telling you right now, go take a look. And then, you know, I like to watch BuzzFeed. Who doesn't like to watch BuzzFeed? Mike Deakin, Aunt Beck's Creations. That, you know who you are if you've seen me watch your videos. You know me. Most of you I watch. If you have a YouTube channel, I watch you. I do want to show both of my friends, Ann Williamson of Annalise Creates, who's on here right now, and Cindy Utter. some love. Go over to their channels and show them some love. They are, I think, very close to hitting 1,000 subscribers, their first 1,000. So go show them some love. Let's see that if we can push them over the top. That would be fabulous. And I think Michelle over at Lady Blue Studios is getting close to a milestone over on her channel too. So you might go over there and show her some love. And of course, you know, we've got our fifth musketeer, Jerry Bellini. I'm not sure offhand where her channel sits right now, but go over and show her some love. I know she's busy personally rearranging her life and her house, and so she hasn't put up a lot of videos, but she's going to be working on it. She only has 255 subscribers, but that's not bad for only having 11 videos on her channel. So show her some love, and she's going to be ramping that up soon, I know. And speaking of those 4 people, so announcing my new design team members: Ann Williamson of Annalise Creates, Jerry Bellini of My Arts and Parts, Cindy Signs Utter, she's that all over her social media, and Michelle M of Lady Blue Studios. They have all graciously accepted to be part of my design team, and there will be future projects coming out using my rubber stamps from them. They will be putting them on YouTube or blogging about them. I'm going to get images and blurbs and things from them that I'll be sharing on social media, and we're going to kick it all off today, if you haven't seen it yet, with the tag video that went out for the Inspiration Conspiracy alumni group this morning, where I made some tags using my stamps, and I used some other stamps too, but my stamps, and we'll kick it off with that. I did update my blog right before I went on the air, and I sent out an email on the email list with the video link in it, and everybody's YouTube channels and some other information. And I'm glad you accepted, Anne. We must support each other. That's right. So now I owe you all a favor. So when you guys get into this position and you all have stamps or something to promote, you know I'll help you out. There is a 20% discount code on my blog page and also in the email list. So if you want to make a purchase in the Etsy shop, then you might want to use that. You have to spend a minimum of $10. Now, at the moment, I'm out of birds again, but I did just put in an order a few minutes ago, but right before, as I was typing, going, crap, I've got to go live. Crap, I got to type this quick. So I sent the order in right before I went live, and the birds will be in. They usually only take about a week, but I have everything else in stock. And what else? I have some other stuff. Oh, thank you. I can show you them. Hold on, wait. So we'll talk about this. We'll talk about this. And I got something else over that way. Okay. So we'll answer Josie's question first. So this is how I store my stamp designs of my line. They're in this binder. This is an Avery mini binder that I got on Amazon. It has very wide, I think, 2-inch rings. And I use the Tim Holtz. These are for storing like cling stamps. The Tim Holtz pockets in here. So this is one of my first original designs, and here's the other one. Oh, wait, yeah. Glare, wait. You know, there's a delay. Is that better? I can't tell. Maybe that way? Okay, and so then here's the other one. These have been out for a while, a couple years now. Then here are the new ones. And these are all over on Etsy. This is so weird. I wish I could see. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here is, there we go. So this is one of the new ones. I like this one because you can do like borders, or you can assemble the pieces to make flowers. All of the new ones have words in them. I put words on all of them, and the words can be combined from the different sets. And then here are the birds. This is by far the most popular one of the sets. And you see we have a little bird face down here that you can make a stamp out of the little bird face. That's part of the set. So you can create a bird out of any shape, custom shape that you want to do. And then this is one that was inspired by my Year of My Life journal and stamps that I wanted to use in that I didn't own and nobody made. So those are all available on Etsy. Okay, that works better. Okay. So yeah, so you can pay through Etsy direct with a credit card. You can also use PayPal. If you go over to Etsy, there's a few different ways to pay. I'm thinking about it. So the problem with cutting the stencils is I can do it. I have a silhouette, and most of my designs can be cut into a stencil without too much fuss or adjustments of the image. Not all of them. The original doodle bird cannot be cut that way. Some of the pieces fall out. But having me cut them for you is a problem. Why? It frustrates the crap out of me. All the little pieces get stuck to the mat and then I can't get them off. It's a big giant pain in the neck. So the digital stamp images are available in Etsy. If you have a silhouette and you know how to take a JPEG image and import it into your silhouette or other cutting machine, cutting system, then you can buy the digital version and you can make your own stencil. I really recommend you do it that way. That's why I still have the digital copies of these stamps up on my website. If there's one that's missing, let me know. And you can order the birds now, and as soon as I get the order in, you're the first one to have them go out. It takes about a week. So I would recommend you order them now, and when the set comes in, you'll be the first one to have it go out. So all of my digital images, all of my images, my doodles, are available as a digital download in the Etsy shop, and you can download any one of them and make your own stencil. And I really recommend you do that. Why? Because you can make it the way you want, and it saves me a giant headache. Because yeah, that, oh yeah, it's just too frustrating. And I can't get any companies to cut them for me because they're too detailed. They don't want to be bothered. So if you have a prepaid credit card, you can use that in Etsy, Josie. You know, just like any other Visa or whatever. You just put in the number. It shouldn't be a problem. Well, use the prepaid one. If you have a prepaid one, use that. And you can do that on Etsy. You know, just a little prepaid one that's not connected to any bank accounts because the husband wants you to be safe. I understand that. And that's, you know, I totally get that. So yeah, so if you want, I have had the birds go out so fast that I've had one shipment sell out before I even get it, and I've had to order more. So if you want the birds, order the birds, and you'll be, you know, in the next shipment, you'll get them first. Everything else I have in stock, including the old designs. They do come unmounted, so you're going to need a sheet of easy mount to mount them and make them into a cling stamp. So you are going to want to get a sheet of Easy Mount. If you don't have any already, you should be able to get it on Amazon. Crap, now I forgot where I took this from. All right. I do have the original wood mount set of sample stamps that I got from the first 2 sets. They're used, but they're still in great condition. They're just dirty. They're for sale. If somebody wants them, private message me on Facebook or email me or something. I do have a few wooden cling mounts, individuals of the first 2 sets, not anything else. So if you want some of these too, you know, message me and ask me, and I'll see if I have the design you're looking for. Then yeah, we'll work something out. So maybe you want like the birds, but then maybe you want the feather. I have that one. So no, E, yeah, thanks, Anne. So it's letter E, letter Z, mount. And it looks like this. Let's see, there we are. And it's sticky on one side, and then it's got like cling on the other side that sticks to your acrylic block. The one side that's sticky is super, super sticky. Yep, you can get this probably at lots of old scrapbooking stores. Old scrapbooking stores. I'm reading Josie's post while I'm trying to answer the question. So a lot of times at scrapbooking stores you can get Easy Mount. So I would call your local, don't drive down there because who wants to waste the gas? Call them and see if they have it. If they don't, just go to Amazon. I usually, because I design stamps, have like, I order like 10 sheets at a time, but you can just get one. You don't have to get that many. And one sheet will do 2 sets of stamps. I have the old ones in wood mount, Josie. They may just be expensive to ship to Italy because they're heavy, but I do have both of the old sets in unmounted. I have plenty of those. Because now we have the birds in, so they're not as popular. And what else? Got all kinds of notes and paper on my desk. I got a really nice card from my friend Cindy Utter that came, I don't know, she must have like landed in New York and then sent this out right away. I know somebody else got one too. Was it you, Anne? She must have sent us all one, but you know, what did she do? Land in New York and then not rest like we all told her to and make cards? I don't know, but anyway, she made me this card. Isn't that cool? It's all textury and it's like dimensional. It's got, these are wood and it's got these stones on them. It's so cool. So thank you, Cindy. And it's got a John Lennon quote on here that I love. I just love it. So that was great. And then I got a postcard from Maped Helix. They sent me some, or she might have had them done ahead of time. They sent me some products to try and review, and the video for that is coming up soon. I'll answer that question. I'll address that in a minute. But they did send me some products, and I won't spoil the video, but they sent me some things. The video is coming up. It might be Monday. It's either this coming Monday or the one after that. And anyway, they sent me a nice postcard. April 27th is World Stationery Day. Did you know that? I didn't know that. See? World Stationery Day. And they sent me this postcard about it. Save the date. And that they're an official sponsor. And look at it. It's a coloring book postcard. It's the coolest thing. All right. I'm kind of organized because I'm a control freak. For no other reason. I'm just a control freak. If I can't find stuff, it sets off an anxiety attack. Hey, Joy. So pretty much everything in my room is labeled and organized and put away. And usually when I finish any project, whether it's doing this vlog or working in a journal, I take the stuff that I have out and I put it away. If I don't, it sets off a panic attack. So, and right now I have my little diffuser going, and it's got balance in it, which helps. So one of the things that happened in Las Vegas is Michelle over at Lady Blue Studios turned those of us that weren't already turned on to them, me included, to essential oils, and love them. My whole family, I came home and said, we have to try this and this and that. The husband, who's a skeptic with everything, he's like, I love it. So I made a shelf in the medicine cabinet today, and I put everything in there, and I've got my diffuser going, and it's just a little tiny one, but it's just enough for me wherever I'm sitting. It doesn't need to smell up the whole house. I don't want to say stink up, but smell up the whole house. It's just for me, and it's portable. As you can see, it has batteries, so I can take it with me wherever I am. And it has a doTERRA oil in it called Balance, which should help hopefully keep me balanced, maybe. And also they have another one called Breathe, which seems to be helping with some of my allergy congestion stuff that makes me cough and then makes me wheeze if I don't control it. So if I can keep doing that and I can control it without taking a pill, I am all for that. Yay. Hot tea helps. All right. So a few months back bought a fountain pen from Jet Pens. I love Jet Pens. They're fabulous. This particular fountain pen I used for a while. It got clogged up. Yeah, keep me calm. Love that. Got anything to keep me calm. Anyway, I had some problems with the fountain pen, so I returned it to them, and they actually sent me a new one. And it worked great for a while, and then it clogged up again too. And I'm just, you know, I don't have the patience or necessarily enough calmness in my personality to deal with a freaking pen that clogs all the time. So I sent it back. I do have some ink that I can't send back because I used some of it trying to work with the pen. If any of you guys can use it, I'll send it to you. It is Diamine fountain pen ink cartridges. They are waterproof, jet black. They are the small, like this, the small ones. So if you guys have a pen that they will work in, somebody let me know. Message me on Facebook or send me an email, and I will send you these because they are no good to me. The only other option I have is to pop them all open and dump them into my jar of India ink. Yeah, you know, I should know better because I worked with an aromatherapist at a shop that I was working in, and I tried some things of hers which I loved, and I kind of got out of the habit of that when I stopped working there. And I just kind of forgot about it, I guess. Michelle gave me a big, huge wake-up call. Hey, Danielle, how are you? So yeah, so doTERRA oils are the ones I'm using right now. That's what I have. I am going to make a run over to Whole Foods. I have a big Whole Foods that's a little farther away than the one that's close to my house, but they have a giant section of oils and all kinds of things. So yeah, I'm loving it. I even slept better. I have one to help me sleep, and it works like a charm. I'll tell you a secret. I have two of them. I have another one. It's on my desk. When I do Buddhas, I almost never do one. I usually do them at least in pairs. And I'm getting the urge to do some more Buddhas, and so don't be surprised if you see me on camera doing a few of them. I'm getting the urge to do like a big number of them, like 6 at once or 12 at once. I'm doing good. Oh, the real Myrtle. Hey. They do have a great selection at Whole Foods of essential oils, and I, like Anne, do mail order a lot of things, and like a lot of you do, partly because of the anxiety disorder. I don't always feel like I'm in the mood to like go deal with people. You all get that, right? That doesn't make me sound weird, does it? So then I just order things. I also don't have patience to drive all over town looking for something and then nobody has it. I hate that. That makes me crazy. But that being said, I do need to get out of the house sometimes. It's healthy for me. So I do go to the gym at least 3 times a week. I do pick 1 or 2 days a week that I, you know, go do an errand. Yeah, see, crowds. You know, maybe, I don't know. I worked in retail for a long time and I don't like people. I mean, not you guys, but you know what I mean. Just, you know, the first rule of retail, people are mean and stupid. Like, oh, yeah, and I have no patience. Especially I'm in San Jose. It's a big city, multiple millions of people. Nobody knows how to drive because we're in California. None of us Californians know how to drive well. Yeah, you're in customer service or retail, and you just have to deal with all the horrible people. You know, there's plenty of great ones out there, but all the horrible ones, right? It does. I've been home for a few years now, and I'm just getting to where I am interested in celebrating Christmas. Because, you know, after doing a few years of Christmas, you're like, you get home and the family wants to do Christmas stuff, and you're like, yeah, no. Yeah, it can. I'm getting it back now, the last few years. I like that. So what else? Those of you that don't know, I came home from Las Vegas and had to buy a new iPad. That was a $600 expense I wasn't counting on. It worked fine in Las Vegas right before I left, and I came home to Sacramento, not to home, because I had to go to a family wedding. So it was a couple of days before I fully unpacked my bag and checked the iPad. And when I did get home, yeah, no, it wasn't working. So the graphics were all screwed up. So I had to buy a new iPad. And, you know, it's an iPad 2 Air, and I really like this case, but they don't make it in any other colors. They only make black. So I think next week when I go to Whole Foods, I might have to go by Best Buy and go look at other cases. Hey, Mary, how are you? What else? I have... I'm going to be sending out some of these in Happy Mail. What are they? Those of you who have investments know, because you probably get these. We get so many of them. They don't have any personal information in them. These are in regards to stocks and bonds and different kinds of funds that we own. And they send us these giant books. We get them all the time. And so the paper is thin, but it's nice to like paint on and use for collage. So I have been saving them, but how many do I need? I don't need that many. So I'm a little bit blurry. There we go. So I'm going to be sending a few of these out when I send mail to friends or I send out Happy Mail. Don't be surprised if there's one of these in your box or bag, because I've got a lot of them. And I use my iPad to watch YouTube, but not to address comments and concerns. I don't do it to schedule videos or anything. I use my PC that we're on right now. I'm thinking about it, but that cover was really expensive. And I think a Buddha would be fabulous on it. I think this image would be fabulous on it. And I may just like have to break down. I need to find a company maybe that's doing folio cases and have them print this little guy on the folio case. Let's see. I know, right? How many trees go into that? And they send them out like we must get 6 or 7 of them a year from each one of the funds we own. And we have, you know, I'm not bragging or anything. Let's just say, let me just tell you, we own more than one of them. So we get them all the time. And I got tired of tossing them even in the recycle can. I thought there must be something I can do with these. So there is. They make great painty papers. I'm going to be sharing them from now on because, you know, share the wealth. And I am doing a design team, Mary. So I announced a little earlier, we've got 4 members right now on the design team. And their names and YouTube addresses are in the description below. Cindy Utter, Ann Williamson, Michelle from Lady Blue Studios, and Jerry Bellini. And if things go well and stamp sales pick up a little bit, we may be looking at adding some more soon. We'll have to see how that goes. I did also recently complete a series of sketches for an upcoming book project. So I'm the illustrator. So those went off to the owner or the writer last week. So we'll see what happens. I don't know when the book's going to come out, but I will let you all know. And I just thought of something else and it went right out of my brain. Oh, if you're in Journaling Crazy Island style, you're going to get a sneak peek about in regards to the drawings. And if you're in Crazy Island Family or one of the other sites where we share the lessons when they come up, you'll get a little sneak peek because we're doing a series coming up drawing figures. And if you're not in Journaling Crazy Island style and you want to learn how to do that, maybe you should go join. Anyway, my lesson is doing some of these illustrations. Yeah, see, I think the Buddha would be great on an iPad cover. So I just have to find a site that does custom printing on the covers and makes a folio that I like that's decent quality, that'll hold the iPad in the folio tightly, so it doesn't, you know, slip out when I'm carrying it around because I do travel with them. Thanks, Danielle. And I have like 3 other book projects that I'm supposed to be working on. One of them's a cookbook project, and I'm supposed to be typing up recipes. I'm behind. Any of my family members are watching. You guys need to come help me type recipes. I'm so behind. I have like tons of little pieces of paper. What is this? Oh yeah. Phone numbers. I can't think of anything. Oh, yes, I can. So because I had to buy a new iPad, I've got old iPad cases. I know, right? I don't know how to do sitting still well. So because I had to buy a new iPad, I've got these old cases that don't fit the new iPad Air. So these are the back covers. I have 2 of them. This, yes, is my artwork. And I have 2 well-loved smart covers. You know, they're still usable, but you know, they're well-loved. And I have 1 brand new one. So if anybody can use them, they are for sale over in my Arts and Parts. If you would like and you buy them, I will sign the inside in Sharpie. And yes, I have an ohm on my arm. And then there's a lotus with an Enzo on this arm. And I have a large tattoo on my leg, my left leg. Okay, and you just confused me. Okay, a large tattoo on my left leg of Tinkerbell and a bunch of other stuff. And I just got the new ladybug tattoo on my other leg. And I have a few piercings too. Did anybody see Callie Black's video that she had was it yesterday, where she did the chat? She showed the happy mail I sent her, which she didn't have to do, but that was cute. But she was talking about tattoos and piercings. I made a couple comments, just FYI. So they, yeah, those are for sale over in my Arts and Parts and on Facebook. There's a listing for them. I'd love to see them go on a good into a good home. Okay, good. And I don't know. I can't think of anything else. Is there anything else? Go look up some of these small little YouTube channels. Let's try to show them some love. If you guys find some really great small channels, let me know, because I would love to watch them, and let's see if we can help them out. But yeah, those Gizmo Slip guys dropping the iPads and iPhones off of 100 brand new devices off of 100-foot drop. I don't understand. Oh, yay. I know where the mad money is because I put it away. My favorite one right now is that Tony Burt artist? She's fabulous. You guys got to go watch her. I'm telling you right now. She's fabulous. I love her work. I love her faces. I can just watch her. There are some that I love watching because your voices are so calming. It helps me go to sleep. Is that bad? It's not that you're bad artists, but your voice is just kind of calm. It's like Tam over at Lifebook. I love her art and I love watching her tutorials, but her voice sometimes is too calming. It's so calming and relaxing that I go to sleep in the middle of the video. Okay, and don't forget about the ink. If you need the ink, let me know. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'll be popping it open and sticking it in a jar. I think that's it. I should probably eat lunch now. Oh, I found a Starbucks card. I have no idea if there's anything on it. It was stuffed in a bunch of other stuff. So I don't know how long it's been in there. I have to check on that. That's it. Little things. Yeah, I got some books with the doTERRA oil, so I got to go sit and read them. All right, I'm going to go have some lunch because it is almost 3 o'clock. And I should eat something. And I think that's it. So give the design team members some love, and also the channels that I spoke about earlier. That's okay. You know what, Joy? Share your channel here, and or if you're in the Facebook group, any of you, share your channels in the Facebook group. You are allowed to do that. I don't have, Ann and I both have relaxed rules in that regard. We want you to share your channels, and so that we can all show you some love. And I love to watch a good haul. I don't watch them a lot when I'm trying to be good and not go shopping. But like there's some like Beth's Scrapbook Room, and there's a couple of others that I like watching their hauls. So yeah, no problem. And we all got to start somewhere. All right, I'm gonna look you up as soon as we hang up. All right, and yep, so go watch the tag video. The link for it is in my blog on my Facebook, on my website, GinaBAhrens.com. If you just Google my name, you're going to find me. You're going to find the website. You're going to find me everywhere. I've been on the internet too long, so there's no hiding anymore. So just go over to the website and click on the blog page, and the link is there. And if you want to get mails, if you want to be part of the mailing list, the link to sign up for that over at MailChimp is on there too. And of course, you can always join Ann's Facebook group or mine or both. And that's it for today. You guys all have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, wherever you are in the current time zone. And don't forget to do something nice for yourself. because you deserve it, right? Yeah, right. All right. And welcome. Thank you, design team members. I appreciate all your efforts going forward. And yep, see y'all later. Bye.